Hi guys, it's Agnes here. Up next, we're going to talk about creating a Meraki brand that is so relevant to your soul, creativity and love that you have a part of you into your craft. There are so many personal brands in the market. You want to find a brand that is easily attainable, especially in this vulnerable time. You want to find a Meraki brand that is authentic, real and pragmatic. And you want to see results and people want to be associated with your healthy well-being with that positive energy. A Meraki brand is your soul. It's what you do day in and day out. So guess what's triggered in your daily faux pas? It's the way you eat. They say in Mandarin, 吃相就是卖相. When it comes to dining etiquette and table manners, straight away you're going to think about the rules to follow. But actually that's not the case. Dining etiquette and table manners is all about being considerate and respectful to the people around you. It is also a good tell about your social well-being. It's about your refinement, your upbringing, your sensitivity, your self-awareness around other people. When you're invited to a meal, try to hang around the tables and get to know the people around you. And the next thing that you need to know would be try and take the cue from the host. When the host usher you to settle down and take a seat, find your seat and settle in. Right, the next thing that you need to know would be your napkins. So you can pick up the napkins and unfold the napkins, place the napkins over your laps. Okay, two choices of placing your napkins on your laps. One, you can fold in a rectangular manner, place it over your laps. And the second choice is on a triangle manner. So you can place it over your laps on a triangle manner like this. And allow the double flaps to place it away from your laps. Alright, so with the inside flap to dab over at your mouth, when you want to clean your mouth, alright? So thereafter, cover up the upper flap and there you go. It's a very clean finishing. Taking a sit. Use your right hands to pull the back of the chair, sweep your skirt and keep your postures upright at all times. Place your wrists at most at the edge of the table. Avoid resting your elbow on the table or the forearms on the table. You can place your both arms over your laps, and when you want to navigate your cutleries, you can rest your wrists at most at the edge of the table and hold your cutleries. Table setting. Now, understanding table setting will help you to navigate your cutleries well. Let's look at the table setting here. Just always remember BMW. So what is BMW? So B stands for your bread plate, M stands for your main course, and W is all the drinking glasses, stands for water. So you bring all the drinking glasses to your right. Alright, so the champagne flute is always away from you. Water goblet is closer to you, and you have a red wine or white wine choice of glasses here. Now let's look at the cutleries. For the cutleries to your left would be fork. So think of spelling left. Left is actually a 4-letter word. So the fork is also associated with 4-letter words. The right, R-I-G-H-T, is a 5-letter word. So think of associating cutleries that has 5-letter words. So the knife and the spoon are 5-letter words. Now if you look at this piece of item, this is a shell fork. So this shell fork is to your right. Why? Because at the beginning of the course, sometimes you might want to have a shellfish to start off with. And then over here, we have a dessert fork and a spoon. So navigations of your cutleries, always start your cutleries from the outermost to the innermost in Western dining etiquette. Table manners. When you need to reach something across the table to pick up something, now if it's not within your reach, try to get someone else to pass it to you. Right, could you pass me a salt please? Now when someone requests for a salt, always pass the salt and pepper together. Right, so this will be how you pass the salt over to someone else. If you have the urge to sneeze, try to have your napkins wrapped around your mouth and your nose so that you can sneeze. Or another alternative is you may want to excuse yourself to the washroom. Chewing and chirping is very rude in front of the diner, so you want to take a small bite and avoid having big mouthful of food into your mouth and until you find that you don't have any opportunity to talk to your diner. Now when you have the food stuck into your teeth, try avoid using your palm to cover your mouth and dig your business behind it. Now, by using your palm covering your mouth, everybody knows what you are doing at the back of the palms. Yeah. So try to do all this private business in your own washrooms. Yeah.
Hey, hello brother.
Answering phone in the presence of the diner is considered rude too. Yeah, never answer the cell phone in the presence of your diner because you are sending a message to your diners that the caller is more important than you. And also never place a cell phone on the table. Cell phone has no place in the dining table. Right now, if there's an urgent call, you can always let the diner know in advance that you are about to take an urgent call, so the diner is more prepared. So when the phone rings, you may answer the phone by excusing yourself and make it short, have the conversations, and then join back to the diner again. Taking your soup. Hold the soup spoon like a pan. Alright, now you scoop the soup away from you, so towards the front, and bring it to your mouth. Alright, so never dip your whole body into the soup bowl and drink like this. Alright, and also never hold your entire soup bowl and drink in this manner. Okay, so basically you need to have very good postures. Hold it like a pan. Just scoop from the top layer and bring it to your mouth. Alright, now one mouthful at a time. Towards the end of your soup, you want to tilt the bowl and take the last bit and scoop it and bring it to your mouth. Alright, now rest your cutleries at the 6 o'clock positions for continental style, and for American dining you can rest it at the saucer. Eating style. I'll be sharing with you what's the difference between American dining and continental dining. Now pick up the cutleries, right? And for American dining, you need to cut a few pieces, at most 2 or 3 pieces, and rest the knife horizontally above the plate. This is what we call the zigzag. Transfer your fork from your left to your right, and then you pick up the food and hold the fork like a spoon. Alright, and then if you want to have a second helping, go ahead and slice for a couple of pieces. Okay, now for continental dining, all you need to do is just hold the fork and the knife throughout. Cut one piece at a time and bring the small bite size towards your mouth. Okay, and then if you need a second helping, just cut one piece and bring it to your mouth. Right, now on the resting positions for American dining, resting positions would be, assuming if your knife is horizontally above the plate, you rest your fork at 5 o'clock. Right, now for continental dining, resting positions, you're holding your fork and a knife throughout, so at resting position is 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, so this is quite easy. Now American finishing positions, upon finishing your plate, you can position your fork and your knife at 5 o'clock. Right, and for continental dining, you can bring both cutleries together at the 6 o'clock position. Eating difficult food. Some restaurants, they might have served you with ready corns. Now what happens if you are being served with the corn on the cob? Now do not use your hands to pick up the corns like this and eat like an old typewriter, alright? So never use your hands. What you can do is you can use your fork and a knife. At most you want to slice the first row, second and third row, alright? So I'm going to show you how you slice it on. Use the knife to press on it and just slice it through at most 1 or 2 rows, and you see that the corns will be flowing down, right? So take your time, at most like only 2 or 3 stripes, okay, and then just eat accordingly. Alright, and then from here, so all you need to do is when you need to pick up the corns, never use your fork like a spoon to pick it up, alright, unless you're doing American dining where you're using your right hands to pick it up. Other than that, if it's a continental dining, use your fork to push the corns into your thighs, right? And then just eat from the back of the thighs, alright? Okay, and then if you want to have a second helping, feel free to turn the corn so that it is more stable by now, okay? And then just slice again and take your second helping, right? So if you find that this is just enough, feel free to rest the corns there and continue to use your thighs to push the corns up into the back of the thighs. And you'll find that sometimes, the corn tends to fall off. All you need to do is have a stopper. So have something solid so that the corns can rest above the carrot, and then just eat like that. We're moving towards the last end. How do we take coffee in an elegant manner? Now first, pour the coffee into your coffee cup and place the coffee back, and then take the sachet of sugars. Now some fine dining restaurants, they serve sugar cubes, but if you are not given a sugar cubes, the moment you pick up the sachet of packet of sugars like this, never fan your sugars like this, alright? You can dab it on the tables, the sugars will drop, alright? Now okay, and pour the sugars into the coffee cup. Okay, now how do you dispense this waste sachet of sugar packet? All you need to do is fold and make it to the smallest pieces, twist it as small as you can, shove it underneath your saucer so that it looks very neat on the dining table. Okay, and then pick up the spoon and then stir it in 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. For ladies, you can stir it in the figure of 8. Then place your spoon in front of your coffee cups, alright? So, and then you pick up the coffee cups without the little pinky fingers sticking out. So keep your pinky fingers in and bring it to your mouth. So in the events that you need to excuse yourself to the washrooms, right, just rise and then positions your napkins at the back of the chair rest or on the table. Now you don't have to fold, all you need to do is just place it on the table. Now you can just let the diner next to you, just tell them excuse me, and then you can just step out. Splitting the bills is very common. In some restaurants, you are allowed to split the bills. Now, if you are not allowed to split the bill, now feel free to return your finance back to the master payer. Now, try to pay your due diligence within an hour. Creating Meraki brand is easy and attainable. All you need to do is use your home and your daily meal as a practice ground. So remember to stay conscientious and self-aware to the people around you. So let's cheers. Till then, I'll see you again. Bye.